All right, we're live. We're live. Just give me one moment. I'm a few minutes early, so if anybody's here, just give me some questions if you want. I'm just finishing up some stuff, finishing up some marketing, and then we'll get started. And most of all, I want to thank you guys for coming to the webinar too. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got something really cool for you guys. You guys are gonna love this. You guys are really gonna love this for your business. It's gonna help you guys a lot. I'm basically gonna share with you guys my vision for where we're going, and then how I can help you. Really simple stuff. We'll be live like in 5 minutes.
David, can you make me a loan to buy the 15K formula? Nope. I don't even hesitate. Hey, nope, can't make you a loan. David, I'm really in a tough situation, and really I thought about the ways of, getting the tools I need to build my business. And, I thought about it, I was like, who are the rich people I know? Well, my sponsor, of course. Can you buy this tool for me, Dave? I promise you I'll pay you back for making some money. Nope. Sorry. You gotta pay for that on your own. I paid for it when I was homeless, right? So he starts giving away these audios and stuff, right? It's a pretty quick way to go broke, isn't it? But here's the effect it has. Goes to an area, hands out a bunch of 8-track tapes, then he leaves and it still grows when he's not around, right? Because people fundamentally get pumped up from the same things all the time.
You are now running on reserve battery power.
Well, motivation for most people is fickle. For all of us, it's a little fickle. Right now, if you're somebody that
Nathan,
has
give
big
me a second,
goals, you'll be motivated continuously by the big goals, right? As long as what you have is big enough, you'll be motivated, and that's called toward motivation, right? The reality is, though, most people don't set goals. They get told to and told to and told to and told to, and they never set any goals. That's like 98% of the population.
Almost
right? If you ask people who set goals and
guys.
writes them down and actually writes them in a place where you actually look at them and keep track of them and what are your actual goals, they're like, well, I want to get rich. And they just made that up on the spot because they're not aiming at anything. That's most of your team. So how do you motivate them? Well, you can either handhold them and run around jacking everybody up, being the most charismatic person in the universe, right? Or you can do what Dexter did. Find somebody really motivational, put them into a system, and have everybody drive around listening to that stuff in their car. And then in their downtime, they're paying to get motivated. Much better solution to the problem, don't you think?
All right. All right, cool. So so all right, so the reason why we're here is you got make your legacy here. We have a vision, we have a reason to be here, and that's we have a dream to help small the small guy, to help the small guy in business, the one who hasn't really made a sale yet, the one who hasn't really got any leads yet. That's our vision. We want to be able to get them that first result, to get them that first success, and it's really easy. That's our main thing here is that I actually believe in you. I actually believe that that's not hard to do. Like, it's very easy to get your lead, to get a lead online. It's so easy to get a lead today, honestly. And it's not hard, and it's very easy to get a sale online. It's really a belief thing, and that's what I want to go over today mainly. And yeah, so one of the main things you want to do online also is always connect with people. So I got this idea to do motivational quotes, motivational um, like posts on Instagram, because my wife actually gave me the idea, but I got inspired to keep doing it was because I feel like there's not enough motivation out there. I feel like people don't usually motivate others in the way that they should. So I'm there for them, and I have a certain amount of knowledge to give that I could get you your first sale, your first lead online today, and I just want to motivate you because I believe in it. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. There's a few things I want to go over today, but right now I just really want to talk to you about the philosophy. Sorry, Dan. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Give me a sec. Yeah. Say hi. Oh, hi. Sorry. All right. So I really just it's all right. So, I really just want to focus on the philosophy of all this, and meaning like what do you want to focus on, and what can you plug into. So most sometimes people will have like business um, business information, but they don't have like the structure to make it happen, or like how do I say this? They don't have the systems to make it happen. So today I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about the culture of a business and also the production activities of everyday business. So if you're in business, you're selling, you're marketing. If you're in business, you're negotiating, you're posting value, you know, and you're always wanting to improve that value, tweaking things little by little. So one of the main things you want to do when you're selling to your customers is give them culture, something that's called culture. So culture is mainly the social systems around what you do. So it could be a team, like if you're in an MLM company, it could be your squad. If you're any kind of business that you have a staff with you, everybody has a certain position. There's somebody for customer service, there's somebody for sales, somebody for marketing. So therefore, therefore, um, we need to have a way to communicate with each other and to grow, so the business can grow. You know what I'm saying? So today I'm going to teach you how to basically um, I'm going to give you the resources, a chance to get the resources so you can train your team to sell and to upsell. And one of the first things you do when you sell is the first sale that you make should be a front end sell, should be a product right coming off your business, right? Like coming right off like a link, right? If someone's in a link and they see your presentation, they see your website, they like what you have, you got to have something called a front end sell, which is a low cost offer. And the reason why I say you have to have is because this is a proven way that works on the internet. That if you have something small at the beginning and you get somebody in, you get their email information, like such as their email, their social media. We believe that by following up with them correctly, you can actually get them to buy more products. So that's actually the reason why we call this a follow up business, right? So you get their information, you get them at that front end sell. If you're like my wife, she sells swimsuits. So she has different priced items. So some of them are really low cost, and then sometimes they have other buyers that buy at high cost. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have something for everyone, and then you also gotta have in mind what kind of market and what kind of person you want to be selling to. So when you're selling to your target market, you know exactly what they're thinking throughout the day, how their habits, and what's their culture like, what they like. You know what I'm saying? So that's all important, and the way you could do that is by learning how to grow yourself. So you cannot grow others if you don't know how to grow yourself. You first have to learn to grow yourself, and that's something called personal development. Personal development is let me tell you, personal development is how do I tell you? It's like if you ever heard of a guy named Jim Rohn or a guy named Les Brown, Anthony Robbins, all these guys are like personal development leaders, and what they talk about is success. You know, having the right mindset, emotional intelligence, being smart with finances, and they'll talk about this and having faith and stuff, right? Working for your passion, working for your dreams instead of the dreams of others, right? You get the point. Now, why is that important? Is that say you have a business, right? And you have a system to get leads, sales, upsells, how to train your team, how to build a team, and then you have culture and all this. I'm telling you now that you'll be successful if you have all of that. But if you don't, if you're missing one thing, right, your business could collapse because if you have a team but you don't have any culture, and I'll explain what culture is later. But if you don't have any culture, your team's gonna collapse. All right. But if you have culture, right, and I'll give you an example of culture in a bit, you'll actually keep people together for long periods of time, but you'll most likely make no money at all unless you have systems and processes that are meant to make money. You get what I'm saying? So, and let me break it down even more. Something like a social system, like culture, could be something like the church, right? Like the Christian church, right? How it has a prophet, right? And then there's a people like the missionary leaders that help the prophet, and they all have like, and there's like priests, and they all have like different sects like positions. Excuse me, that have different positions in the church, and the way they work. That's a social system, and you should have that for your team, right? You ever seen a soccer team with two guys in the same position? For that case, any sports team. I've never seen a sports team with two guys in the same position. That's what I'm trying to say. You gotta have the right person in every position, and that's social systems. But if you have that alone, without like anything to give you the new skills, to give you the results, if you're learning the wrong things, if you're not learning how to make sales and get leads, then all that's gonna not affect too much. You see what I'm saying? So with me, for free, actually, I decided to actually make it like that. I decided to how do I say this? To give you guys just for being in my email list, right? You guys gave me your email. Just being in my email list, I'm gonna have like a coaching session of what's the most important things you should do, and that's just the beginning because really I'm also gonna give you like information for personal development and building your business that's like unbelievable, to be honest. Like let me explain some of the things you need to learn in business is people skills, right? So I'm gonna send you resources that you can use if you stick around, right? And if you get all the products, the certain products that I mentioned, you can get access to some of these or all of them, to people knowledge, right? Marketing skills, sales skills, how to build a blog or a website. You know what I'm saying? How to build teams. You know how to work your team. You know, there's like these are like laws and principles and different formulas, right? That you can apply to your business. I'm gonna show you some personal development people that you can actually connect to and plug into daily, that you can grow. And you can, at the same time as you're growing, not only are you getting sales and marketing, but you're actually transforming yourself into a new person, a better person that people actually like. You know what I'm saying? That people actually want to buy from. You know what I'm telling you? That's some of the problems sometimes, is that people don't get sales because they don't have enough trust with people. They don't have enough rapport with people. And then one of the most important things you need in business is influence. You have to know how to influence people. You know what I'm saying? You have to know how to influence them. I got with that in mind. Just I gotta take a quick. I gotta get the charger. Actually, it's crazy. My phone, my battery's gonna die out. So just give me like a quick minute while I get that and take care of that. All right. All right, guys. Thanks for waiting. I'm back. Sorry about that. My thing was like dying out. So I had to go get that. Important things you need, man, in business is influence, right? So I don't know where you are in your business right now, but I'm here to help the little guy. I'm here to help the guy who has no results at all because I've been there. So as soon as I learn something, I want to teach you guys that as soon as I learn something, I always give it right back to others. Without even excuse me, excuse me, without even like thinking twice. It's not. That's the mindset I have, and I always work my way to get that mindset. You learn, you do it, and you pass it on, and you start building. You know. So it's important. So one of the ways that I'm going to teach you to make money, to be honest, is doing presentations like these. Um, see right now this video. Wouldn't it be cool like if you had a video, right? Um, because most people they'll do phone calls, right? And I'm going to teach you guys. I have a training how you can actually um, use the phone versus 'cause look, I've been in business for like almost like 5 to like 8 years, right? 5 to 8 years almost. So one of the things I learned in that process was a lot of the systems that weren't working. You know what I'm saying? They say they would work, but they were like something that we call a time trap. A time trap is something that keeps you trapped, like a three-way phone call, and multi-level marketing. That's ridiculous. A three-way phone call. It's not useful. Um, just like it's just not useful. What's better is And what's better than that is something like this, like a presentation on a webinar, right? Because I could send this to millions of people if I wanted to, or however much I can, right? As much as I can, way faster and way easier. So that's good for the little guy, because why is it easier and faster? Is because it's online. It's very easy to just click a link, click a button, it sort of clicks. It's kind of like that if you know how to do it. If you set up the other processes correctly, and then you can get this webinar sent out to a lot of people, as opposed to having to call your friends and family, calling cold leads, cold calling. You know what I'm saying? Door knocking, which could take up to. I was door knocking one time, and I would do like 100 doors a day at some points, and that would mean like a lot of presentations every day. I only do these presentations about once a week because I don't want to be doing them that much. Whenever you guys got a question, I want to bring it right back to here because I want to live a life. One of the things about us is that we serve, but we're also free. We're also free. So I'm gonna teach you how to actually build a business with systems that you don't have to be working in, but you work on them. What does that mean? So what does that mean? A system they work on, but not. So an employee works inside the system, right? Like a McDonald's employee, he works inside the system. But the owner, he works on the system. He's getting new managers. He's getting new places. He's getting new employees to work inside the system. So I'm gonna teach you how to do that. That's called outsourcing. That's called building your team, your staff. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that, or where to get it, and it's up to you to go out there and do it. You know, I'm not going to be responsible for any of you guys. I'm just going to be responsible to giving you guys the information because I just feel like it's a calling to do this, getting as many people to these presentations and to these trainings, and getting you guys to work on your dreams, to believe in yourself, right? And I'm actually, if you guys are really serious, some of you guys, whoever's serious, I got some commitments that I can have you guys do. You guys can sign. I need you guys to sign so that I can know that you're real. Because when you sign something, it's like you're actually saying, like, all right, I'm really gonna do this. So I'm actually gonna test you guys, and then if so, I'll coach you guys. I'll have you guys more often. I'll talk to you. I'll give you guys priority a day, you know, because I want to work with that guy that wants to work, the guy that wants to hustle, and actually wants to learn. Yeah. So back to phone calling. Um, and home meetings. It's a webinar. Think about it. You do that. The amount of time you spend, and the amount of work you have to do is ridiculous compared to an hour webinar I could do here online, and and how easily I could send out to people. You see, bam. Um, yeah. So do that. One of the major things we do is we gather leads, right? Get as many leads as you can, get as much traffic as you can for whatever business you're in, right? And then just like give them as much value as you can give them, right? Give them everything you can, right? Um, because right now you're in a position where if you give them everything you can, you're actually going to grow. One, and two, people are going to start recognizing you as an authority, that you actually have a lot of stuff to say, a lot of stuff to give to people. And then once this occurs, well, you'll actually get for whatever business you're in, for whatever target market you're using, they'll actually start to trust you with more information. And then when you talk to them, like say in a present after a presentation, if they give you a call, or if you talk to them on social media, then what's going to happen is they're actually going to probably most likely, um, if not right then and there, buy from you because you followed up with them and asked them to buy from you after so much value, or they'll still keep coming to your stuff, right? And then if they still keep coming to your stuff, eventually they're going to buy. And it's up to you what you want to do inside the system with these people that buy from you. They buy. So somebody buys from you. What are you gonna do for them after they have bought for you? How are you gonna take care of them? Is it if my wife has a bathing suit company, so she sends out the bathing suit, and that's pretty much it until they buy again, or they could and while they buy again, they're always getting new updates about the marketing, about the new hot swimsuit that had the new discount. But if you have like an information product, you might want to keep giving them value inside and videos and resources so they can actually grow and use it in whatever business they're using, whether it be entertainment, music business. I'm going to show you guys a product where you could grow your following like by night, day to night, like that fast. In other words, I got you, but you got to be serious about what you want to do too. Let me see if I can do this question and ask. Because if you guys have any questions, it says feature disabled. So oh, there it is. Okay, cool. So if you guys have any questions, um, just type it in. I put a chat box. I opened it up. So we have a lot of people that were asking us like, so what is this about? I like what you're telling me. I want to do what you're doing. How can we team up? How can we do this? Basically, all I'm saying is just rock with me, follow me. I got you with the personal development stuff, with the new marketing techniques, and my expect. I'm gonna get it for you right now. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Because I'm a value based business. I do have stuff to sell, but I'm not going to like they're not expensive, and also how do I say this? They're only there to help you in your business to grow, because you do have to invest in yourself to grow. But I know sometimes people charge a lot of money, and it's not because they're trying to take your money. It's mostly because their stuff is valuable. But I decided to give you something so valuable that I spent so much money and time on, and give it to you guys in a compulsion, like a mix, and for a very 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 low price. And it's almost like I'm giving it to you free, and I kind of am giving it to you for free because you could get some information like almost like today. If you have my email, if I have your email, you're probably gonna get something very very soon about what I'm talking about today. And if I don't have your email, make sure that I do. I'll make it easier for you in the future, so you can, so wherever you are and you see you're watching my stuff, you can just get my email. Send me your email easily. But you can send it to me at pr.makeyourlegacy, make your legacy, no spaces, at gmail.com. So yeah, back to what I was saying though. That is that is that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Give me a second. So I want to talk about some core concepts to build a business. Like guys, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that something different can happen than what you had before in the past. You have to believe that something like that something different is meant to happen. Right? To get your breakthrough, to get your new result, to get whatever it is. You have to believe in yourself. So I already told you like what the solution is, but let me rephrase it in a way that maybe you can understand again, because I don't think you understand what I'm talking about yet. You know what I mean? This is like some high quality leadership stuff that you guys might not even know what I'm talking about, but you feel it, or maybe you feel it, but you wanna see it. So I'm gonna keep repeating it over and over and over again, guys. It's very simple. You need to have belief in yourself. One, two. I don't do anything unless it's free. Like I don't mean free like it's because it costs anything. I mean I don't do anything unless it makes my life better, unless it makes me live a freer lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what motivates me. And it's all about your motivation, guys. It's all about what you have inside of you. And that sounds corny, but it's the truth. It's all about what you have inside of you, how much you believe in yourself. Because when you believe in yourself, you do things differently. I don't know if you're Christian or whatever religion you believe in, but when you believe in yourself, um, you do greater things than you ever thought, right? Tell me that's not the truth, right? So like, leave me a comment in the chat, right? Tell me that's not the truth. So look, Like I said, I'm gonna repeat it again. Like this is just I'm communicating to you the message. You need to have leads. That what is a lead? Um, it's like when you have a lot of people when you go to the store, right? And and then they ask you to put your name in like a thing, and you could win like a free hotel visit or like a free a trip, right? And you put your email in, and you're not really being promised anything at all. You're just kind of being exposed to something. You know what I mean? So that's and then when you get their information, their email, their phone number, that's called a lead. And so you have to have a way to do that. I'm going to provide you with ways to do that. You need to have a way to follow up with people, which means repeated exposures of that same nature with and no promises, no nothing like that. Just letting them know that we got this, we got you. This is the same way you guys arrived here. I gave you guys no promises, but the fact that I'm gonna help you guys with your business and how to run it more smoothly and successfully. And now you're here, and I'm explaining it to you through a presentation on a hangout, which is better than a than any type of home meeting or three-way phone call because it takes less time. Like I said, I'm all about freedom. It takes less time and less energy, and it gives you better results because my friend, right? Another guy, another salesperson. So it gives you better results at the end of the day because it takes no time, no energy, and you can do it from home. You can do it if you're a single mom or if you're a parent, you want to be traveling. You can do it from your laptop, right? So online is the way to go. That's one of my specialties. And then when you follow up with them, you can follow up with them through like emails, right? Through email campaigns, text message campaigns, different ways to let people know when is your next event, when is your next discount in your product or whatever, right? And well, yeah, presentation skills, you have to have that in your business also. And some people aren't like super charismatic. Like I honestly don't believe I'm the most charismatic person. I believe that I'm pretty technical and I have like the technical knowledge. But when it comes to making you guys feel like super excited and happy, you guys are jumping off walls and stuff. See, I'm not that guy. At least I'm working on myself every day. But I'll tell you the truth. If you're honest with yourself and you still take the actions, you can still become successful. So it's not like you can't do it just because you don't have presentation skills. Because everybody has flaws. But what you want to do is you want to get a team of people to like to like kind of like hide those to kind of cover it up so somebody else does the job that you can't do and you do the job that they can't do. You know what I'm saying? It's a teamwork thing. So one of the ways is building rapport. And when they come here to the presentation, I don't have to go through the process of what's your name, who are you, or like what are you here for. I don't have to go through that really because I already know what you want, right? And then you have to wait to close them. That could be via someone doing it manually, like like a closer on a phone call. That could be a closing system, like a checkout page. You ever been on eBay, and right then you see the product, you click it, and then you click buy now. So you have to have a way like a buy now button somewhere in your website. So you gotta have something that represents like a buy now, purchase now button in your life. Like in your business. All right. So that's just the beginning. And you see what I'm saying? You could tell already, like if you're new, this stuff could be overwhelming. This stuff could be tough. And I haven't even gone over like upselling people to like higher ticket products, which means you make more money, which is good for you. But I haven't gone over it because like I could tell like just it could be overwhelming. So that's why you need something like culture. Culture is like the mechanisms, like a church, right? A church you can't learn the Bible in like a day, right? Or a week or a month or sometimes even a year, Sometimes people go through a whole lifetime, they're still studying. So this is like a lifestyle kind of business. So with culture, I'm always gonna be there for you with knowledge and motivation of different people. It's not necessarily me, it's other people that they're gonna be giving you that kind of drive that you need to always keep learning, such as things like upselling, building your team, building a system, developing your leaders, and then of course having your own very own culture. And in your culture, you call the shots. It's your business. You decide how you want to do it. You know, it's a great feeling. So so yeah, it's a great feeling when you and so how you get that, to be honest, is just giving you guys your emails and and I'll send you guys some of the free stuff. But I want to tell you some more stuff here. I want to tell you some of the products we have. All right, so in the future we're gonna have like ebooks. We're gonna have like ebooks on strategies, and we're gonna have like you could get your own assistant manager for your social media campaign. Um, and it's not very long from now. Like in a couple of weeks, maybe maybe by tomorrow, I could have it all set up. Even you let me know if you want one. I'll give you guys a price, and I'll get you a one in 24 hours, right? For whatever needs you need. If you have value already, if you're very creative and you're structured and you have a whole system planned out, and you just need that person to send out the stuff for you, like that middleman to post it for you, I could do that for you. You know. Uh-huh. And so some of the products that we have that are very popular right now, we're working on Instagram, and we're gonna have also Twitter, we're gonna have LinkedIn, we're gonna have Pinterest, and all these other cool ones. But right now, we only have Instagram, and we're starting at $10, right? Um, for 1,000 likes, $15 for 2,000 likes, and $20 for 3,000 likes. But mind you, you could be in for free until you want to buy. And the cool thing about these likes is that you can pay one time, or you could do a monthly subscription. You know what I'm saying? The monthly subscription is actually going to be that's the cool thing. Like if you don't have money to do it every month, that's okay. You can buy it one time for $10, 15, $20. But if you do have more money and you want to be more consistent, then you could do it. You can have us automate it for you. Every month you'll get 1,000 new likes, 2,000 new likes, 3,000 new likes, and we could even separate it for you. Like every week you get 250 people, and then by the end of the month you'll have your 1,000. You know what I'm saying? We can divide it for you in a way that you actually want to work with us. That we actually want to work with us. Yeah. Uh huh. And then we can do that for you for as long as you want. And then we start looking at some of the other products for followers. It's like 1,000 followers for $10, and then 2,500 followers for 15, and $20 for 5,000 followers. And all right, so you already know what the purpose of these. These followers are real people. They're real active accounts. Better said, they're there to support your marketing. We do not guarantee that they're going to buy anything. It's more or less to promote your product, to give you more exposure online, and we're going to give you strategies to implement and capitalize on these marketing products. All right. Now here's the cool part. You will get a bonus for every new product that you buy. So let me rephrase that. You'll get a bonus for the $10 product. You'll unlock strategies that you have no idea what you can do in your business with. And I'm going to provide that for you, like I told you. How to get leads, how to get sales, how to be a people person. Provide you with some of the strategies of some of the most intense experts in the industry, some of the nastiest people online that are making so much money, some of the nastiest people on influence, nastiest people on on uh, on uh, on building teams and leadership, and they're gonna actually um, be your mentors, right? As you go through this process, and and you need this because if you don't grow, you'll never know how far you can go in life. You know what I'm trying to tell you? So those are some of the products. Let me screen share this for you guys. I'll put that as a screen share. So mind you, this is Instagram. If you want a certain product, tell us what product you want. The $10 one for 1,000 likes, you can split them through like all your Instagram people and so forth. And your followers, you could do the same. Like, look, guys, this is very simple stuff. This is not that hard because there's better products out there that we're gonna release, such as ebooks, such as trainings. That this is just a way for you to get started and rolling and unlock the features and the strategies that I'm holding back on you for you guys because I need you guys to get it. But in order to get it, it's just like a quick $10, 15, 20, and then in the future, the more intense products will be a little bit more like the upsells, and I'm going to show you how you can have a product that's a low price like this, and then afterward make a new one that's way higher, like $60 to $100, where you can actually sell to people like one time or monthly, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. It's your business. All right. So you want to make sure you do that. Um, you're gonna get some of the books by this man John Maxwell on leadership. For example, I'm gonna give you the laws to this book, which is 21 laws. So I put like I'm gonna show them to you guys real quick. I was thinking about how to plan this webinar for you guys, what I could tell you guys, but I got so bored just thinking about how I can plan it, and I just want to come over here and like just give you guys value. And I hope I'm delivering what you need. If not, leave me a comment and let me know exactly like a question that you have that you've been wondering for your business. If you trust me now, just drop a comment. I got you. I'll answer it. I just want to show you some stuff, some leadership stuff. Like this means that you will not grow. Like if you're really good at like a skill in life, then you'll be as effective as this. But if you're really good at being a leader, your skill all of a sudden, your ability to lead will increase. Therefore, your skill is not as important as your leadership capabilities. And without your leadership capabilities, you won't get too far. Remember, I told you about influence. Um, what is an influential person? It's really, really big subject, and you won't get too far if you don't understand this because, like, it's the second law of leadership. And this is like this guy's like an expert. He sold millions of books. So the leader isn't really like the guy who's in a position, right, or the manager or the entrepreneur. You know, the leader, the influential person, sometimes is somebody you least expect. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna show you how to do all that. These are all laws, and I'm gonna have them out for you. I'll probably give you guys this PDF as a resource also, so you guys can learn about it. Because if you study these PDFs daily, right? Like if you have like a goal, if you just predetermine the course of action, right? You lay out your goals. You start thinking about what's next, right? What's the next thing you could do for your business, and then you start thinking about who can I get involved, how much time is it going to take. Now let me start working on it. What are the problems and objectives, and what is called a success, of course, and then how can I do that again? You know, how can I do that again? Right. So all these things are stuff that I could give you that I can give you if you stick with me throughout time. I'm gonna give it to you. You got to buy the products. There's that. There's the teamwork laws. Now look, guys. There was a funny thing about before I go into teamwork laws. There's a funny thing that as I've been learning in business at the beginning, all I learned was sales and marketing, and I even worked as an employee as a marketer. But then I started learning about building teams and stuff, and to me that was so hard to do. How do you do that? I used to say. And now to me, it's like I understand it. Yeah, I could even hire somebody to do it. You know, and now to build big teams is a different story. I have a mentor who has a big team of hundreds of thousands of people, and that guy is someone that I could look up to. You know. So I want to be for you guys someone you guys could look up to because I could point to the successes of really really big successes, if that makes sense to you. So what I'm trying to tell you right now also is is to follow me or while I show you this stuff, and then over time you're gonna grow into a new person. You'll transform and get your business success because I've had nothing and now I have two businesses, you know, and I'm always staying strong. You know what I'm saying? So that's not to say that there's nothing going wrong in business. So sometimes there's problems, but I always fix them. I always get through them, and I can show you how to do that, how to get through the problems, because it's not just about the successes. It's how to actually um, get through the problems. All right. So yeah. So I learned from my one of my teachers. He invited people over to Costa Rica, to where he had like a mansion, right? He was making like $30,000 a month from an internet system, and he invited people over to teach them the product. From that product, I think it was like over $1 million were made, right? So what he did that then was the leaders that made the most money from that day at Costa Rica. He brought them along on a new product, and he called that product the 15K formula. The 15K formula, excuse me, is a product that was filled with millionaires because they like were the best of like his team, and they basically trained other people how to how to sell, right? How to sell. How did he do that? He was really like really weird how it kind of happened. He kind of just got like the best people and had them, and trained them and taught them how to do certain things, and then they taught others to do it, and then they taught others to do it, and so forth. It's sort of how leadership is built. It's sort of how leadership is done. You know, you teach people things to teach others, and that's how a lasting legacy is done. If you see in the Bible, that's how it's done also. You know what I mean? So I'm always here to give you guys advice. You know, um, to give you guys the new laws on teamwork, for example. And I learned that, and I'm like, how did wait, what is this? I learned that. Yeah. Okay, I learned this, and I said, well, how can I take advantage of this? You know, how can I take advantage of this in my life right now for the next 20 years? How can I make a difference in the marketplace? You know, how can I make a difference and actually make an income and have a career here in this online world, this online market? And I landed on a great amount of information that led me to believe in myself and make results happen. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a team, dude. You if you learn this, if you take what I'm showing you and you actually use it, I'm serious. You're gonna get new results, um, new pictures in your life, new visions, new goals, right? So these are some of the laws, as you can see: the law of the big picture, the law of the niche, the law of the chain, the weakest link. It's called. You know, these are all good things to know about your leadership. The law of the compass is how the vision of the company affects everyone else. Few minutes, but yeah, I'm looking for the committed that I can show, so I can show them, like I said. So the next step right now, if you guys if you're wondering how to actually how to get started with me, just really just stick around in the emails, and like I said, I'm gonna send you guys value. The best way, to be honest, is to unlock the more products, and you gotta pay me. It's not that much. It's like $30. You unlock a nice, a good product right there. That's gonna give you guys results right away. I have a product that's gonna give you the best personal development leaders. I'm gonna give you like 60 different videos to keep you motivated, to keep you learning and growing. And if you apply this and you plug this into your ears every single day, and you start listening to these people speak and teach, right? You'll get to a new level, and you'll start talking differently because you're doing different things. You see, right now I'm teaching you how to train others to sell, right? How do you do that? You go get people, How do you get them in? You sell them, and whenever you sell people into your business, right? Whenever you sell people into your business, what you want to do is you want to train others at the same time. So you do it in front of others. So you sell to people in front of others, you train in front of others, and you teach the best people of those people to train others as well. That's kind of what I was telling you in the last That's what I was telling you in the last story I was telling you. That my mentor got all these people to train others, and then he had another product that was called the Mass Influence Formula. I'm sorry, which was called the Master's Course. And in there he taught culture, like I said, the social systems like the church and all that. And really he he made a lot of money. So pretty much it. Really, we're just here to increase your goals, guys, to help you guys achieve what you want to achieve, and and that's pretty much it. I don't know what else I could talk to you guys about. I'm gonna stay here a little bit longer because I want to give you guys some more value. I said I was gonna stay here about an hour, so I'm here still. So yes, you want to learn a little bit about influence, guys. Like there's 5 levels of leadership, right? The first level is positional leadership, and people follow you because they have to, right? Then there's the second level of leadership where people actually follow you because they actually like you. And third level of leadership is where people like you because of your production. Like oh he's a good player. I like him. The fourth level of leadership, right? Now this is where it gets good. Is when the people like him or her for what they have done for them. They follow them for those reasons. And the last level of leadership. So, baby, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second, right? So the last level of leadership is that people actually follow you because of who you are. Okay. There's many levels to an organization. There's a level where like there's no morale at all. Excuse me. Nathan, close the door. Stop being foolish. Where people stick with you, there's barely no morale in the organization, and people are leaving a lot. That's the first level. People always go through that. It's like a patch in the organization. The second one is people actually are learning, but they're not quite they're not quite good yet. The third level is where they're actually sort of good, right? They're actually sort of making a difference. And then the fourth one is as when they actually have gotten results now, and people recognize them, and they're doing good things. Stop, stop, stop. He loves it. He loving it. He loving it. He loving it. And the fifth one is when you actually the fifth one is when you got leaders that want to teach others how to do the same, right? Like I'm doing right now. I'm teaching you guys how to do what I did, right? I have 2 businesses right now. I'm at home. I love my family. You know, life's good. I could do it from home. I could do it from anywhere. And every day I'm learning to get more money, and every day I'm learning to hit my goals and my dreams, right? And I'm just trying to live a great lifestyle every day. And I just wish that for you too, because some people get in business for the wrong reasons. And I want to show you guys how to really be a person that people could look up to, people actually want to buy from, and you're not really a person where people actually are not going to take your money for the sake of people are actually not going to, how do I say, you ever gotten sold in a really bad way? Nathan, chill out. Get back. I'll play with you later. I'll play with you later. All right. I'm going. Excuse me. Take care of that real quick. You got sold something and then you just feel horrible after buying it. Yeah, that's who we don't want to be like. You know what I'm saying? Hey guys. So once again I'm gonna show you guys a product. But before I do that, some of the things you need to do in your business, like I said, you need to sell. You got to change your beliefs, the beliefs of others. the beliefs about your companies, the beliefs about the people who you believe are your customers and your list, right? You have to have a way to get their emails and follow up with them and give them value that they could trust you and they could come to you and be like, hey, what is that you have to show me? You show them in a presentation, right? You show them how to solve their problems, and life is good. Life is great for both of you. You get money, and you guys are both happy, right? You could do this offline. You could do this somewhere with a team offline. You could do this online. There's a special way to do it online, and one of the ways is bringing someone that a customer into your thing that they can actually tell the testimonial of how it's changed their life, and that's easy. And then of course you could talk on the phone and close people on the phone. You could do a webinar like this where I'm here talking stories, telling you guys some solutions on major problems that you're facing in your business. The only thing I want to advise to you guys is to not be so specific, because then you lose track of people. So what you want to do is like kind of talking bigger words and bigger chunks where everybody can actually understand something in a different way. That's not, and at the same time, you can also deliver what you're telling them that you're doing. Does that make sense? Okay, so you're always doing everything in as many groups as possible. After this video is done, I'm going to post it and I'm going to replay it to other people. People are going to see it later. They can always see it. This is going to be value for them when they come into my thing. They're like, oh, Danny got that value. You know what I'm talking about? So you can get that too. All right? You got to build a team. Build a team. Train people while you're doing this stuff online, right? Tell stories. Always talk about the another person. Talk about the other product, the other tool that helped that other person become successful. That new person that became successful in your business can be a testimonial. It increases influence throughout the whole organization, and the whole community will actually see you as something a little bit bigger than what you are, because you'll get momentum and they'll see like, oh, this guy's actually doing his thing. People are actually listening to him, right? He has a vision. Obviously, you have a vision, right? So let's say he has a vision and people are actually hitting their dreams, right? If you can prove that you're hitting your dreams, people will follow you. If you say, hey, tomorrow I want to go to Costa Rica or whatever, and then if you don't do it, people are going to be like, what happened? And then they're going to say even more. They'll be like, what happened? Even more if you said you're going to do it because you said you were going to make enough money to do it and you didn't make it, and then you go and people are like, what happened? So instead you want to be like, hey, look guys, don't get stuck on strategies on how to make it, because you might how much money you want isn't really the problem here. The problem here is to get what you want, not more money. Because um, someone who works a lot, making 100K, working 80 hours a week, might make more money than the guy who's working like 2 hours a day and making like 30K, but living in a place where the rent is lower, the food is lower, and everything it costs less. To him, life is better. He has more money than the guy in New York City who's making more and has less time for his family. He's depressed. He's unhappy. You know what I'm saying? There's a new way of doing things. We're called the new rich, right? We're all about freedom. We're all about serving people, obviously, but it's most important about influence. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have that, okay? And always have that new customer, right? But never have the same customer up there like more than once, because people are actually gonna start noticing that you only have one customer. So you're always gonna have the new person, so people could believe that you're actually selling stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you do that, you'll be set. Followers, you'll be set. You sell, you set. If you got build culture, you're set. And now, what do you do with these people who are actually in your team? Um, you want to be able to influence them, to get to train them, right? To get them to do what you want them to do without resistance, because you are their teacher, you are their trainer, and you are like sort of their visionary leader for their team, so they can grow, do more things, because if at the beginning, if you're online, you're doing everything yourself. If you don't have a team, you're spending tireless amounts of hours on the internet doing everything yourself, and that's really, really tough. You need a team to help you, to, that listens to you, to do new things, right? And influence provides that. Influence is the ability to get people to listen to you, right? That's the ability to get people to listen to you. So yeah, guys, there's some books you can get for personal development. Um, some of the books you can get are Winning with People by John Maxwell, The 25 Ways to Win with People by John Maxwell, Think and Grow Rich, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, the Bible. I'm actually reading the Bible now. The seven, the the laws of influence, persuasion skills, right? The laws of success. You know what I mean? Think and Grow Rich is one of my favorite books. But guys, at the end of the day, like, let me pull up a quick thing. I want to talk to you guys on Talk Vision because I believe in you. I do. I believe that you can do great things. I believe that it's possible for you. I started off doing music, and I believe I had so much heart for and soul for everyone that I was helping, and I transferred that into business. And I know how it feels to have something and not have it anymore. You know, if you haven't gotten a sell yet or a lead yet, then you're pretty much in a situation where you're stuck in a rut, and you really can't get out. You really don't know where to go. So you start looking for new ways, and sometimes you get stuck on that and you never make a decision. So I want to encourage you to make a decision today to change, to start listening to personal development, start listening to people who actually give great advice, and in other words, listen to people who recommend other people that have good good feedback, have a good name for themselves, have a good reputation. Because it's important for us to be united at the same time serving others to do good in this world. And I believe that we're not really happy if we don't get like the money we need to survive. Some people are really poor, and that might be you. And that's actually why I made this product, really cheap product. Yes, I'm selling likes, and the likes can be great and make your Facebook and Instagram look great. But what I'm really telling you guys here is a growth, personal growth. And I'm speaking low because I want to make this a secret. This isn't for everyone. This is for the people that want to work hard. This is for the people that actually have a dream that they're working for. People that are striving every day. That all they think about is this. That they don't even want to talk to anybody who doesn't want to talk about that. And it's almost selfish, but at the same time, it's not selfish. At the same time, there's inside you to do the right thing because you're supposed to do the right thing. You know what I mean? So, in other words, sometimes to do the right thing, you have to take a new action because what you were doing before was wrong. And you have to be okay with that and let go of the ego and be like, I actually do have to start doing the right thing. Because when I look at the world in a different view, in a big picture, and I see like, wow, with the things I could be doing if I just had the dough to get it, the things I could be doing, it changes everything. And you ask yourself if you can really do it, and the truth is you can do it. Anyone can do it. Anyone can become successful. Anyone can work hard and get results, right? When you ask yourself, how far can I really go in life? How big can my dream be? How big can my goal be? When you ask yourself, who else do I know in my life that has achieved something like this? To humble yourself and learn from that, right? To humble yourself and learn from a person like that, you know. I'm encouraging you guys to buy now because you need to change. So, on the higher note, what is this an example of? What is this example? This is an example of some of the trainings that you're going to be receiving with me if you buy now and you unlock. So when you unlock it, you'll get some more training like this. I'm going to be changing your beliefs, right? Changing the way you think. And when I say this with the best intentions. Some people think this is manipulative. And you might say, well, why do I got to change the way I think? Is something wrong with me? And I must say, in the Bible, it says, The natural man is evil. The spiritual man is good. The natural man has habits and desires, immorality, envy, jealousy, greed. They're bad. But the spiritual man has patience, peace, love, joy, purity, goodness, joyfulness. So, how do you become good? How do you get spiritual? Through the word of God. Now, I'm not talking about God right now because I don't want to get you into religion. What I'm talking about is that your natural state in business is giving you wrong results. So you need someone like me to give you the new results, from like to give you the new resources, to give you that business mindset, right? To give you that business mindset so you can start growing. And it starts with just buying these likes. They start at $10. Nothing. It's dirt cheap, guys. I pay. When I saw it, I bought it instantly. You know, I know people. If you go to my Instagram, there's testimonial there on someone who actually got results really good. So I'm proud of that, but there's still more to do. There's still more to grow. I want to grow as many people's businesses as I can. If I can help you guys, as many as I can. If I can give you guys whatever you need, that's what I'm here for, to help you get your results. Because I don't know exactly where you are, but I know that you have an issue. That's why you're here. You always want to grow, so there's always a new issue. If you're growing, there's always something new. There's always a new mountain to climb. If it's not leads, it's sales. If it's not sales, I gotta build a team. And if I built a team and fell down, and I gotta build it back up. If it's not the fact that I don't have culture, how do I get culture? How do I get new follow-ups? How do I write the emails? What do I get go to make the emails? What social media tool do I use? You know what I'm saying? What social media thing do I choose? How do I sell? Well, how do I make a Google Hangout? What do I say to them when they call me? You know, all these things are important. How do I know how many clicks I got? How many clicks do I need to make a sell? You know, what do I put as value? How do I find my target market? All of these things are important things you got to know, right, in your business. But I can't come over here in this hangout and tell you all this stuff, expect you to learn it. I gotta just kind of tell you guys. You guys get in. You guys just follow me. You guys just go to my autoresponders, send me your emails and learn. Humble yourselves and learn that there's all this new stuff that you probably aren't doing, and some of it you know, and that's cool. But the stuff that you don't know is there for you, and I got you. That's really all I gotta tell you guys today. You know, I really got much else to say. That's just that. I hope you enjoy this presentation, and I'm gonna end it with you guys can see. You guys can see this right here. Let us know which one you want. So it says here, you probably received this email. We do deliver real and active likes on your photos for potential followers and sponsors. You know, you can read all this stuff. You can pause it. You can read it. Um, just to let you know, I have someone in my team that wrote this for me. So how cool is that? You can have someone in your team help you write stuff for you. You don't have to write your own stuff. But the products I do and the one responsible for helping you get your results. So if you want likes, there it is. They're cheap. You tell me what one you want. You say, hey Danny, hey make your legacy. I want 1,000 likes. I want 5,000 followers. Whatever you want. You send me it. I say, all right. I send you an invoice back. You pay it with whatever card you want, PayPal card, and then I send you the likes. If you have a specific 24 hours, let me know. It's a little more expensive, but if you don't want the 24 hours, it's not that expensive, and then you can actually get it for what do you call it, for the regular price, and it comes out like what, like 1 week tops. It'll take for you to get it, and then you can do as many of these as you want. You could get $10 off in your card every month if you like to do a monthly thing. In the future, I'm gonna have a product that's bigger. That's like $100 and then $200 and like $300, and that's only for one time. You don't have to pay it like every month. Once you pay it one time, you get the product for free, over and over again. You get which is excuse me. Once you buy that product, you'll get a part of it for free. You'll get the studies for free, over and over again, and but you'll have to keep buying likes if you want more likes, obviously. And but if you, but if with the other products, if you don't pay the $10 monthly, you'll probably lose out on some value. You see, like we're still working on it. We're still growing the business, and in a way, we're restructuring it for you. But basically, some of it's going to be monthly, some of it's going to be one time. Some of the stuff that is monthly, if you don't pay monthly, you're going to lose out on some value. And if you do pay monthly, you get more value. And some of it will just be no knowledge and will be pure followers and likes and results and ebooks. Some of it will be with bonuses of like the best top secrets of the internet, the personal development, the best. And yeah, so you send us which one you want, and congratulations, guys. I'm gonna end it with a quick uh, a quick thing here from a training I have. I'm gonna end it from a training right here. We got. The last training I'm doing, the last one. This is very important. It's gonna help you. You'll remember this after today. So here it is. What I guys want you to do is make a vision for the future. Stop worrying about being perfect. Focus on the law of attraction, meaning keep looking at it, and then you'll see that you'll start attracting the results you want. Shoot for the outcome you want, right? That you want to achieve, and as you shoot for the outcome that you want to achieve, you'll see that you get more results. I want you to be studying, doing, and teaching at the same time as you're doing it, you're teaching it. As you're learning about sales, you're doing sales, you're teaching sales to your team, so you can expand and grow to other markets. You want to be making videos about the things you're learning. All right. You want to have a clear goal in your mind. How much money do you want to make? By when do you want to make that buy? What's it going to look like when you have that? You want to have all your energy in a single direction, because people who create amazing things in their lives, they act like they're doing impossible things, right? So I want you to take that image of what you want, right, and ask yourself, what will this really get me? And once you have that image, what's that going to get you? Ask yourself, right? Ask yourself, no, make that image bigger now. Now make that image even bigger, and now make that bigger, and choose a symbol for that image to represent. What does that image represent? Right? It must represent a bigger picture, right? Now take that and then blow it up and make it even bigger and brighter. You know what I'm talking about? Keep it in your imagination and ask yourself, now that I have accomplished this outcome, what don't I have now? And then you're going to hear, if you don't hear it the first time, you got to ask yourself again, what don't I have now that I have accomplished this outcome? And then you're going to, an image or a picture, a symbol, a voice in your mind is going to pop up. And then that's going to be the thing that brings you to tears, that gets you emotionally involved in your business. That right there is your highest source of motivation. That's what we call it, the highest source of motivation. And it's a symbol that represents an image that makes you motivated, like to the utmost level. All right. Now, I got a question to ask you. Do you believe that you can achieve your dreams? Do you believe that you can change the environment you're in and change the amount of money that you want to make to completely change the situation you're in? Do you really believe that you can have any future you want? Do you believe that you can create your outcomes, right? Because I believe you can. I'm asking you, do you believe that you have the ability as a human being to physically affect the world around you by your actions and words? All right? And if you don't follow through on everything you're saying right now, if you don't act as if you have the ability to create things in your life, how will that impact you negatively? How will that negatively impact you if you don't have the ability to change stuff in your life? That, to me, that would change. That would. I feel like I'm in chains. Like I can't do anything in life if I can't achieve what I want to achieve. You know what I'm saying? Do you believe that you have the ability right now to go in the direction of your future and completely aim it and change it unconsciously? You know what I'm saying? How would your life really look like if you could change that or anything in your life? How would your life look like? What is possible when you dream big? All right. What's possible when you ask yourself, what can you really do? You see, this is not only about you guys. This is about the people. It's not about me. This is about the people you're impacting, you're influencing. This is about the relationships and connections you make with the people you run into. And when you ask yourself, what is possible for them and for yourself and for their families and for their teens now that you're in their life? What's possible for them when you're in their life? What greater things can be done for them if you change your future? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys. With that, I'm gonna leave you guys done. Done for the day. You guys know how much the prices cost. You guys could ask me. You guys could how to get it and so forth.